Is this one of those moments where it's like too good to be true? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy HMK. And we are 8 days away from this video from today for the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct. Can you believe it? Can you feel the hype? But apparently, now hear me out, we are gonna get more than that, beyond that. Another Nintendo Direct. Wait, another Direct on top of the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct? That sounds a little too good to be true. Now listen, the cynical in me thinks that in a perfect world, this could definitely happen. But maybe it can, considering a couple of things. Well, first and foremost, this rumor arose a couple of days ago, but recently, Nate the Hate has confirmed, quote unquote, that his sources have corroborated the idea of a Nintendo Direct happening this upcoming Thursday, a couple of days from now. While the format is unknown, it's going to be a Nintendo Direct. So that means it's probably not going to be an Indies World because it's known as Indies World. But before, we've had Indies World inside of Nintendo Directs in terms of a segment. And then it's up in the air if there's going to be a Nintendo Direct Mini or a partner showcase. Either way, the main reason why I'm trying to make sense of this that would make sense is that if the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct is going to exclusively focus on aspects for the Nintendo Switch 2, wherein the idea that while the Switch 2 is backwards compatible with Switch games, the Switch 2 Direct will focus only on games built for that system specifically. And that any other straggler Switch games that are still set up for the system going into this year and beyond, such as Metroid Prime 4, will be featured in the Direct on Thursday. And now this goes even more crazy because there are super recent rumors stating that Metroid Prime 4 is not going to be in the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct, which would make sense and tie everything nicely in a bow if Metroid Prime 4 is going to be in the earlier Direct that will focus and feature specifically on Nintendo Switch games that need further information or haven't been announced, so that the Switch 2 Direct will focus only on Switch 2 games. And now that Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition is out and about, who knows, we could be surprised if this Direct is true and focuses only on Switch 1 games, where it would show that the Switch 1 does still have a lineup going into the release of the Switch 2. And hey, after Nate the Hate called the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal trailer, I'm willing to believe, but only time will tell. And hey, if this Direct doesn't happen on Thursday, we still have the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct, which I'm incredibly hyped for, and you should be too. So with that being said, be sure to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to HMK and follow me over on Twitter and Twitch to keep up with all of the updates going into the advent of this event. And while you're at it, if you want to take a step further, check out my Patreon. Okay guys, until the next video, this has been HMK, and I'll check you guys later.